excited to be joined by our friend Dan Lanning here. Dan, it comes to mind, I mean, so many people around you helped you get through this. How has this impacted specifically the way you coach teams and the way you lead programs?
I heard Coach talk about it the other day, transformational, right? It changes the way you want to do things, and forever you chase your dreams. Every one of us is really ambitious, and sometimes we just aren't patient enough to realize how blessed we are to be exactly where we're at. I've learned to really enjoy my blessings wherever I'm at, enjoy that experience and understand how I can impact people, the people that are around, and the people that impact me. It's been really rewarding.
This man's unbelievable. Listen, the other day I was talking to him, and I'm like, man, Oregon is far, bro. Okay, that is a long trip, fresh out for Berkeley. And he looks at me and he goes on a FaceTime. He goes, "There's no complaining from the yacht, brother." A lot of people
can't complain from the yacht. Speaking of complaining from the yacht, this dude left his wallet in my office yesterday.
Yeah, that's on me. That's on me. Dan Lanning's a hero.
Too much flight time or something.
Yeah, Dan Lanning's a hero, but he's coaching me up every single day. And that story right there, you please let Sophia know from this entire game day crew, she is a badass. Hey, that is a
no doubt.
Yeah. That was wonderful, man.
And she's fine too, isn't she? She looked good too. I was watching that thinking, man, Mom looks good.
It's not only just about you appreciating your blessings. You're being a blessing to her, your family, and all the players that you touch. So that's really important, and that puts it in perspective as well as you can.
It's been great. So we're set up for a big game now here, Kirk, too.
Cool story about Coach. So when Sophia got sick, he sent a football with a special message from Coach Saban, and that's the first story Sophia always tells. I got my football with Coach Saban's signature and a nice message about her battle, so pretty cool for me.
What was it like being a GA for Coach?
All right. One more quick story. One more quick story. So the most prepared coach I've ever been around. I learned more in my career than any other point in my career working for Coach Saban. But in the hotel room, right before you go to the game, you do these walkthroughs, and the young coaches, they run the routes.
Oh,
right.
Okay.
But we're wearing suits, so you're running full speed routes in suits in the hotel room. And I remember, he's the GOAT, right? And there's a reason. But I remember I ran a route once, and I kind of got a guy, came back, and he came over and he put his arm on my shoulder. And I remember looking at the other GAs like, touching my shoulder. I was in awe for the whole year that I was there, getting the opportunity to work for him.
How old are you, Dan?
38.
Let's go, dude.
Young buck.
Aging quick.
Thank you. You didn't get your ass chewed out, though, did you?
Maybe once. At kids camp. I got my ass chewed out one time at kids camp from Coach Saban. I was running the bag drills wrong. Can't run the bag drills wrong.
Normally we would ask you as a defensive head coach about the Ohio State offense, but let's take a look at the other side and talk about some of the things Ohio State's defense is doing.
So it's a really a good challenge here. You can see these guys are lined up with the safety in the middle of the field. You can see Pat pointing out right there, right? So you think you have man-to-man. They look like they're in press, and then you'll see on the snap, their nickel, their star will go to the half. So they're disguising man-to-man coverage and then kicking to, a cover two, which is going to be change the picture for the quarterback, make it really challenging.
So the quarterback sees the corners like this and a safety in the middle. And like you said, he's thinking this is man-to-man. But
that's right.
Post-snap movement
Post-snap,
really
it becomes a cover two shell. And when you got a really good pass rush like Ohio State does, it makes it really, really challenging.
Okay, let's see what we have on our next one here.
Yeah, similar look again. You got a safety in the middle of the field. You got the star down. And then on the snap, you see the boundary safety that's covering number two here, capping number two, kicking to the half, right? Kind of Kathy corner here, right? Defending the flat and taking away some zones. The whole goal there is
Ohio State to try to make that quarterback hold the football to allow that pass rush to get home.
Absolutely. And I mean, at the end of the day, offenses have answers for man and they have answers for zone. Well, this quarterback right now, pre-snap, thinks it's what?
Man-to-man.
Man-to-man. And then he gets up and it's not.
Zone.
And all of a sudden, you got to play quarterback.
It affects the receivers and their route running as well.
Absolutely.
Right?
You change your routes based on the look.
Earlier, I said that this is what they need to do because you have a young receiver in Jeremiah Smith. Very talented, but he hasn't seen a lot of different looks.
Pre-snap,
that's on the back end, exactly.
Is that what you're going to do?
We're going to triple team him.
That's kid 4. 4 is pretty good.
They got a lot of them.
You know, the thing about disguising, though, is post-snap, the quarterback's got to look at the ball to catch the ball when he's in the gun.
Right.
And when you change the picture and he looks up and it's something different than what he thought it was to start with, that's very confusing for the quarterback. You need to do a little of that today.
It's a cat and mouse
On
game.
his side, he's got a veteran guy to run it. Dan, thanks a lot. Always
Hey,
great to have you with us, my friend. You're the
Thank you.
best. Thanks for everything. Not only is Dan leaving, but our buddy Kirk Herbstreit now has to hit the road and head out to the Red River Rivalry.
I'm heading out. You guys have a great show.